1-800-Sandler Hotline. This is Jubei talking. How can I help you? We got a call on our Sandler Hotline from Alex, and Alex's biggest struggle, budget objections. Alex told us, "We love your solution, but it's just not in the budget right now." Does that sound familiar? If you ever felt like the prospect was pushing back on price, you are not alone. And today we're going to break down exactly how you need to handle it. Let's be real. Every salesperson, whether you're a BDR, an AE, or a sales leader, has dealt with price objections at some point. It's one of the most common and most frustrating parts of the sales process. But here's the thing. Most of the time when prospects bring up price, it's not really about the price. It's usually a symptom of something deeper. Maybe they don't fully see the value. Maybe you missed something in the discovery, or maybe they just are conditioned to negotiate. The good news, price objections aren't a dead end. They're an invitation to a deeper conversation, and that's exactly what we're going to show you how to do today. So how can you actually use price objections? Not just to defend your price, but to dig deeper into the conversation and move the sales forward. Let's break it down into 3 powerful strategies. The first strategy is called reversing. It's all about answering their price objection with a question that uncovers the real issue. For example, if George says, "We don't have the budget for this," you could respond with, "George, explain that to me. How was the budget set?" The second way you can answer this is, "George, tell me what happened when something important comes up that wasn't originally in your budget." And the third one you can use is, "George, when you created this budget, were you focused on major improvements or just maintaining the status quo?" And then just stop talking. Give them space to explain. Price objections are just the surface. Reversing helps gently peel back the layers and uncover what's really going on. The second strategy is called okay versus not okay, and it's all about lowering your status so the prospect feels like they need to rescue you. If George says, "This is too expensive," you might say, "George, I was really worried you might say that." Or you can reply, "George, I'm honestly a bit stuck here. I'm not sure what the next step is." It's counterintuitive, but when you lean into vulnerability, prospects often jump to help find the path forward. It shifts the conversation from price into problem solving. And the third strategy is called my big concern technique, where you voice your worry about how their budget might actually hold them back. You might say, "George, my concern is your budget focuses on retention and not growth." "George, my big concern is that your current solution might not meet your client's needs. Can you walk me through that?" "George, I'm struggling to see how you'll solve said problem with that budget. Can you help me understand what you're thinking?" This technique frames you as a trusted advisor, someone who's thinking about their success and not just getting a sale. Here's the big takeaway. The best salespeople don't see price objection as a wall to overcome. They see it as a doorway to a deeper, more honest conversation with their prospects. When you reverse, you get them talking about the real issue. When you lower your status, you make them feel safer and more willing to work with you. And when you voice your big concern, it shows that you're focused on long-term results, not just the deal. Price objections are not rejections. They're invitations to prove your value. Remember, price objections are normal. Your response defines your success. Lead with value, stay curious, and steer the conversation towards outcomes, not just the price. Now I want to hear from you. What's the toughest price objection you've ever had? Drop it in the comments below, and let's workshop some responses together. And if you want to dive deeper into an advanced sales technique, check out this next video right here. See you next time.